What's up guys, it's your boy Mike Diamonds, and you guys can see I'm back home. But my home is not shredding friendly. So this is the guide to get shredded.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe.
Now when it comes to getting shredded, above all else, the #1 rule is consistency. So if it's with your diet, your training, and your cardio. Before I continue this video, I need to sort this out. I'll be back in a second. That looks much better. So now let's talk about training. When it comes to me for training, I keep it consistent and I use Project Diamonds. The one I use is something tailored to me to bring up my weak points like I discussed in my previous video. And according to you guys' comments, I have modified that project and you guys are gonna see one of the workouts today in a few seconds. I keep it all the same, and the number of reps and the number of sets you need to do needs to be consistent, so you have a rough idea that you're burning the same amounts of calories as you keep on going.
I just wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much, but it's fun to fantasize on my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was. But it's fun to fantasize. Oh, 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 oh. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my
What's up guys, if you guys haven't seen the previous video, to understand what's going on, please do watch it. And I ran into a subscriber here, Dante. Big shout out to you, brother. He came to have a chat with me and it was so inspirational. We took pictures. If you guys do see me, do come say hi. Now let's talk about cardio. Cardio is something that you want to be able to measure, and you want to get the most accurate you can. Now accuracy can be very different from machine to machine and whatever method you use, but for me personally, I use one treadmill consistently throughout my prep, and I use the same variables, so the speed the same, incline the same, and the amount of time. What's really important is, depending on how you have to adjust your macros, you know how to adjust how much cardio you do, because this is the same machine you've been using. So that consistency within your cardio is so vital. So I'll run on this treadmill 13 kilometers per hour for 20 minutes. When I reach a plateau in my diet and my weigh-ins, I'll know I can either increase the speed or the amount of time I spend on the treadmill to put myself back in a calorie deficit. So the last important thing is nutrition. Out of all the stuff that you can do, if you're bulking or cutting, nothing is gonna really work if your nutrition isn't on point. More so for shredding when you're trying to cut down. For bulking, you can be a bit more loose about it, but when you're shredding down, the more detail you put into your diet, the more detail you'll see in your body, is the way I like to think about it. So me, myself, I take the intermittent fasting approach, and because you're cutting down, you're in a caloric deficit, yes, you are starving yourself, but you know, you play with your mind, so you increase the volume of your foods by eating the salads, and you drink stuff like Monsters, and this is why all YouTubers do this and stuff. They drink Monsters and drink coffee for appetite suppression. And it sounds terrible because you're like, why are you starving your body to look a certain way? In reality, a lot of guys want, you know, it's your market. You're more marketable when you're shredded, and sometimes it's, you know, it's fun to watch, or it's good to watch someone put themselves through a certain position. At this point in my cut, I'm still happy. I don't feel, you know, that bad in a deficit. So nutrition is vital. I'll show you guys a bit of the foods I eat, but monsters and any foods that are high in caffeine or have caffeine are great for dieting when you're trying to suppress your appetite. So we're gonna go get KK's girlfriend from the airport, and I'll catch up with you guys after I eat. The beauty of intermittent fasting is all the food you get to eat at the end of the night. So I got myself 200 grams of rice, no, 160 grams of rice, 200 grams of beans, 400 grams worth of steak, an Oreo, and then I have like a little snack over there. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I am signing out here, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Nutrition is down. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe.